Now, let's move to question number 2. Question number 2 is a Microsoft Excel question, and in this question you need to open a spreadsheet or a workbook named Holiday 2024 and perform the following steps using this workbook. We need to open the workbook named Holiday 2024. Now, as you can see, the Holiday 2024 has two sheets. You know, most of the work will be in Holiday 2024 sheet. So let's go to question number 1. Merge and center the range A1 to Q1. This is A1 and this is Q1. So I need to merge and center this cell range, like merge and center, and that's it. Question number 2. Change font size of this range to 20, bold, yellow filling color, centered, and middle. Now get back here. I make it 20, bold, centered, and middle. So remember, those two options should be selected with yellow filling color, like this. Question number 3. Change the title row height and make it 50. How we change the row height? I come in here to the cell that's written number 1 and choose the right click using your mouse and go for row height and make it 50. As you can see, the row height now is bigger. Next. Merge and center the range G3 to J3. Change the font size to 14, bold, light blue filling color. How we do that? We need to find the range G3 to J3. This is G3 as I think, and then this is the J3. So I choose this range here and merge and center, make it 14, bold, with a light blue filling color. Any light blue would be acceptable, like this. Okay. Change font size in row 4, make it 14, bold, gray filling color. Row 4, we make it 14, bold with gray filling color. So we go to row 4. This is row 4. I choose the row and then make it 14, bold, and the filling color is gray. Next. Change all cell width and height so that all cell contents are visible. Visible means nothing is hidden behind, and to do that we choose this area here, this area as you can see here. Now I select the whole sheet and then go to the divider between A and B until I get this arrow, like a cross arrow, and double click. As you can see, being organized again so that all cell contents are visible. Now, question number 7. Apply all borders tool to show all borders in the whole data range. So again, I come in here and select all data range until 124 row, and then I go here and apply all borders to all cells. Okay, as you can see now, all borders are can be seen. Now, align all cell contents to the left between row 5 until row 124. So we will align to the left the cell's contents, or cell contents between these rows as follows. Row 5 until 124. So I come in here row 5 and choose data until 124 and choose the left alignment, apply on these cells. Next. Now, this question is very important. You need to focus on this question. Use F's formula to fill in the values of column cost. Let's go back to the data sheet. Look at this column. It is empty. We have the subtitle only. However, the values are not included or not calculated. So this means that it is your job to fill in this column using a specific formula. Before starting doing that, we need to see the following. Now, this company provides 4 types of holidays. Each type has a different price. For example, they offer premium holiday that costs £2,800. Executive holiday type costs £2,000. A classic type is cost £1,500, and the budget, which is cost £800. So in this case, if the value here is premium, we are expecting that the 2,800 will appear here. And for classic, as in this example with this customer, the 1,500 is expected to go here. And the budget here, for example, we expect that the budget cost will be here in this cell. How we do that? We put the cursor here and then go to formulas, insert a formula. Now we will use the ifs. Ifs means, more than one if. Means, the condition could be true or false. If it is false, then it could be true or false again, and so on. So if we do that, we will choose the ifs formula. The ifs formula will appear, or toolbar will appear automatically here. What we will check? We will check the value in this cell. If the value in E5 equals 2, it's better to write it between 2 apostrophes, premium. Then what happens? What happens is that the value in the cost, will be 2,800. However, we need to add the $sign here to fix this amount for all rows, in all cases. Okay, now if this is not true, then we need another condition. Now again, I will check the value here. If the value equals, this time, if it is the executive equals to executive holiday type, what happens if it is executive? Then the value which goes here should be this value. And again, we will use the $sign to fix it for all columns. Now, what if this is not true? Now again, if the value here this time equals to what? Classic, yes. Classic. Then what goes here is the value of the cost of the classic. And again, I will use the $sign here and $sign for the row and for the column. The last condition, if this is not true, if the value in here equals to budget now, budget, what happens then? The value which goes here is the, we go to the, if this is true, the value which goes here is the value in Q6, but we will use the $sign again to fix this amount and press done. Now it is 2,800. Let's drag this formula for the whole column. What we get? Now let's check. Let's start from the beginning. Now this is premium, so it is 2,800. That's true. Premium is 2,800. This one is a classic. Classic, this means it should be 1,500. This one is budget, it is 800. And this one is executive, it is 2,000. And this is what's applying the whole column. So we calculated the value of the cost or the cost of each holiday type for the cost column, this one. Okay. Now, use a suitable formula to fill in the lift to pay column. Once again, we have another column which is empty, this one, lift to pay. As you can see, those customers who use these holiday types, for example, the first customer, he choose the premium, which is cost 2,800, but they don't pay in cash. This customer, for example, he paid in January this amount, in February this amount, and March and April this amount. So we need to calculate what is the lift money that he needs to pay, which can be given in this formula, equals the cost of the holiday minus the January amount minus the February minus March minus April, and that's it. So this is the lift to pay amount of money. We'll apply this by using drag the whole column, and this way we were able to pay or to calculate the lift to pay column values. As you can see, each customer has some amount of money that he needs to pay, but some customers they don't. They finish or they completed the payment, so they don't need to pay any amount of money after April. Okay. Now, 11. Use the conditional formatting for this column by using a green filling color in case the value in this column equals to 0. Now, as I said before, some customers, they paid everything, so they don't need to pay any other extra amount. And we need to highlight these customers or these values where we get 0 here with a special formatting or conditional formatting. Means, I will choose this column. After selecting the whole column values, we go to Home again and use the conditional formatting, highlight cells rules. If it is equal, the value in this column equals to 0, then we need to custom format and go to the filling color here and choose light green. So for example, this is a light green color. OK here, and OK here, and OK here. So now we got the highlight color, green color, for the customers who paid everything and they have 0 lift to pay amount. Okay. Now, use the filter tool to show the number of holidays of each category. Put the values in sheet 2. Now, the filter means, that allows for some amounts to appear, but does not allow for other amounts or values to appear. How we do that? As we said before, we have 4 types of holidays or categories. Put these values in sheet 2. Now, what we have in sheet 2, premium, executive, classic, budget. So here, I would like to see, how many customers selected the premium holiday type, how many customers or clients use the executive, how many use the classic, and how many use the budget. How we do that? We get back to the data sheet and then put the cursor here in the type of the holiday and then go to data and choose filter. Now we go to the type. As you can see, we have the 4 types of holidays. In this case, first I will choose the premium only, and I will see that the number of client or entries in the premium is 24. So I write this here in sheet 2. In premium, we have 24. And apply the same thing again using the filter tool on the executive, for example. Now in the executive, I have 31 entries in the executive holiday type. 31, I think. So let's do it again. I'm not sure from the number. So the executive, it is 31, yes. Now I go to the classic one. In classic we have 39. So 39 here. And finally the budget. I come into the type here and choose the budget. I find that it is 26. 26 goes here. This is the way how we do that. But remember, when you finish, to go to the filter and just disable the filter right now, or unapply the filter right now. Okay? So this is how we do question number 12. Question number 13. Use the summation formula to calculate payments made in the 4 months. Insert the results in sheet number 2. This is very easy. Now we have 4 payments. Payment is made in January, February, March, and April. We need to use the summation tool to find the amount of payments in each month. I go back to the data sheet and go to sheet number 2. So we need to calculate the summation of January payments, February payments, March payments, and April payments. So let's start with January. I put here, I come in here, home, and choose the summation. Sum of what? He will automatically select something that is not related to the amount that we need to calculate. So I don't select that and go to January amounts and select the payments made in January, all of them. Okay, and just enter. Use enter. You will get the result automatically coming here. Sorry, that I will need to change the format here. This is what you need to do, by the way, and make it general. Okay, so 45,020 pounds made in January, and then do the same for February. Now February, sum of what? Sum of what? I go back to calculate the summation of February payments like this way. Enter. You will get the value again. I change general number. Okay, 43,050 pounds made in February. Choose the March again and select the March payments by calculating the payments made in March like this way. Enter. And last, the April payments, summation of April. Enter. This is the amount made in April. Okay. Finish from this question. Format the cells of the range C8 until C11 in sheet 2. Make it currency Qatari Riyal with 2 decimal places. So remember, C8 until C11 in sheet number 2. So I come back, we need to format these values. I select the values and right click, format cells. I will choose currency with 2 decimal places and Qatari Riyal. Maybe it will not be Qatari Riyal, but you need to find the Qatari Riyal in this list. You know, we have the most international currencies in this list, and we choose the Qatari Riyal with 2 decimal places here. So the values will change into Qatari Riyal with 2 decimal places, as you can see. Okay. Now, represent the number of holidays of each category in sheet 2 using a pie chart. Now, we need to convert the values or the numbers into a chart. What chart type is pie chart in sheet number 2? So I come in here and choose the range like this, go to insert. This is a pie chart and choose this pie chart like this way. Maybe I can raise it above a little. Chart title, I can change the chart title. I can make it number of holidays of a day in each category. Okay, that's enough. Maybe if you want to enhance it, you can choose the values instead, for example, like this way, and you can make the font bigger so that it can be more readable. Okay. Now, it's done. Question number 16. Represent the payments made in of each month in sheet 2 using a column chart again. So I go back to sheet number 2 and choose this range, and now insert now a column chart like this way and move it a bit to the left or to the right, sorry, like this way. Chart title, you can change the chart title by payments made in these. You don't need the series 1, series 2, so I remove them. And that's it for question number 16. Add a new sheet. Rename this sheet with the name October 2024 holidays. Use the filter tool to find only the October 2024 holidays. Copy the results and paste them on the new sheet named October 2024. Now, first what we need to do, we need to add a new sheet and name this sheet October 2024. Okay? Then again, let's read the question again. Add a new sheet. Rename this sheet with October 2024. Use the filter tool to find only October 2024 holidays and copy the results to the new sheet named October 2024. So go back to the data sheet and find here we can find holiday date. I put the cursor here and then go to data, filter, and choose the holiday date. I come in here. First, I ignore the 2023, but 2024, I don't want the whole year. I want the October holidays in that one. So I choose this and ignore or uncheck the other months. I keep only the October, and then I copy the values. Copy the values like this way. Copy, go to sheet or October and paste values. Maybe we don't need that. Okay, so I delete it, and again I can come in here and select the double click here to show all contents of these cells. Okay, that's it for question number 17. Save changes spreadsheet and close your workbook. Then last step is that you need to save and or use this save and then close it. And that's it for question number 2. Thank you very much. Good luck.